amber is fossilised tree resin. It's a natural plastic. It takes at least 1 million years to form after the resin is produced, and then it has to be buried in natural sediments where it doesn't get broken up and weathered and destroyed as is normal in nature. Well, the truth is, there is Jurassic amber, because amber is fossilised tree resin, and the trees that produce amber are the seed plants, and seed plants go back to the Jurassic and beyond, before the Jurassic. So there is genuine Jurassic amber in the world, but what we have never ever found is a single insect before the Cretaceous. There are no Jurassic insects in amber, and the first person to find one will be a very happy one.
About 10-12 years ago, one of the local collectors, Gavin, came in and he brought me a piece of amber. It was something like this, just an insignificant blob. Of course, when you find amber unprepared, it looks like chewing gum. And I thought, well, that's okay, but then he told me he found it in situ. Now, the Isle of Wight rocks are about 130 million years old, and when he said in situ, suddenly realised that this amber was the same age as the dinosaurs. Not washed up. Most amber that you find is Baltic. It's only 40 million years old. It looks very nice, made into jewellery, and sometimes it contains insects, but they're all 40 million years old. Now, the thing about this amber is it's contemporary with the dinosaurs, so I thought there must be a chance of insects being included. The problem was we had to find the material. This was the only known piece at the time. As soon as he showed me where he found it, I realised there was a good chance the site was soft enough to be dug and we could get some more.
This is another layer full of fossil wood, but this time it's quite unique in the fact that you've got this bold sort of depression and all the wood is laminated or sort of layered into one deposit. This is like a bend in a river, a place where the stuff will be deposited. And of course all the amber that fell in was washed down, ends up here and settles out. So you can see all the different layers as it's been finely packed. Now quite clearly this bed here, you can see it's split into 3 layers. You've got the plant debris at the bottom, then there's a little bit of silt and even finer stuff here. We've taken this out and there are complete ferns and different sort of plants in there, so we know, because of the association of plants, probably what would have produced the amber, which is quite important.
Because one of the things what we discovered was that the trees produced amber in different parts of its anatomy. That some amber is formed in the roots, some is poured into cavities inside the timber, some of it comes out of buds and some of it drips off branches. And it's only the pieces that dripped off the branches, the long cylindrical bits, that acted like fly paper and caught the insects. There's gallons of the stuff inside the tree which contain nothing. Because of course the tree wasn't really interested in catching insects, the tree was interested in plugging holes. At the end of the dry season, after fires, storms and so on, the resin was produced to plug the holes to stop infestation and infection. And it's only if there was a little bit of surplus resin that managed to bleed out of some of the branches or the buds that were exposed to the air that the insects were attracted, got stuck and got preserved for 125 million years. But what is really nice about this material is that you find sort of wing impressions and other bits in the rocks, and then suddenly you find a complete insect, and you've got, not only have you got the hairs, you can see the individual lenses on the eyes. I mean, these are just like modern insects in preservation. I mean, there's virtually nothing missing. Imagine finding a dinosaur with all the scales, all the skin preserved, the muscles and so on. This is the equivalent.
All the stuff I found on the Isle of Wight in 8 years wouldn't amount to as much as that. It's very, very small. And consequently, if you do get insects in there, they're small as well. So I don't do it for the money. This is worth, I don't know, £150. You could never mine this commercially, there isn't enough of it. But scientifically, it's very important. And the biggest thrill for me was to find insects. Now in the Baltic amber, 40 million years old, there are thousands of insects being described, literally. But as I say, on the Isle of Wight, we've only got 14. I have to put that in perspective. There will be others, and hopefully larger pieces as well. But for the time being, I'm just quite happy to look for more insects. Of course, the Isle of Wight is quite an easy place to get to. Some of the places we want to go, where we know there are older ambers, are more inaccessible. So we're going to have to mount and seriously think about expeditions to other parts of the world where we stand a chance. We need lots and lots of material, and we need to look for this Jurassic gold.